handling this surprise winter weather.
And did you see a military plane flying around campus earlier today? We have more information on what it was doing tonight on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Alex McCollum. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Pullman has seen a return of winter weather over the past couple of days. While it is not that much of an inconvenience to reattach a plow to a pickup truck, Joe Thornton, the Director of Operations for Pullman School District, explains the biggest downsides of getting snow this late in the year.
The bigger issue for us in general when snow hits this late is that most people will have taken their snow tires and or studs off by now. So that we know, because of that, we know that driving is going to be more treacherous for people.
Catch the commotion in the skies today, Cougs. Not just the snow, but a military training exercise. A KC-135 refueling plane out of Fairchild Air Force Base was doing training over Pullman, doing what are called touch and goes, which allow pilots to land but then quickly take off again in the same sequence. A spokesperson for the Moscow-Pullman Regional Airport says they're common here because of the relatively low flight traffic and the lack of a tower at the airport.
According to KHQ, Lori Vallow has been found to be competent to stand trial on the charges of first-degree murder against her children. The case began in May of 2021 in Fremont County, Idaho, but she was deemed unfit to stand trial based off of a psychological assessment. Her arraignment is scheduled for 1 p.m. on April 19th.
Pullman Democrat John Mark Mankey announced his candidacy for the open Whitman County Commissioner position. According to Pullman Radio, Mankey serves on the Whitman County Humane Society and Pullman Depot Heritage Center boards, is vice chair of the Whitman County Democrats, and works for Pullman Radio. Mankey lost election to Republican Michael Largent 4 years ago and is running for his District 3 position. Largent announced earlier this year that he will not be running for re-election.
The Moscow Police Department is hosting an online auction today through next Monday. According to Pullman Radio, a complete list of auction items are posted on the auction website, and a printed list can be picked up at the Moscow Police Department. The full list of auction items can be found online on the Moscow Police Department website under City Auction. Items listed may not be present due to being claimed prior to the actual auction.
According to the Daily Evergreen, the WSU Accounting Department recently received a $1.5 million anonymous donation. This will work towards making the Carson College of Business the retention of underrepresented students.
The WSU Foundation is hosting its annual Cougs Giving Day tomorrow. Murrow News 8 reporter Catherine Jones has more on how the fundraiser supports programs and students at WSU.
Cougs Give is a one-day fundraising event where members of the Cougar family come together and give to the areas of WSU that mean the most to them. I spoke to Murrow College advisor Jeremy Watson about the importance of the fundraiser and what it means to the college.
Anytime we can give money, especially money earmarked toward students, is huge.
Watson says the fundraiser is especially important for supporting scholarships for students, and he encouraged alumni to donate.
Look at helping those that are coming behind.
If you're interested in giving to the fundraiser, you can visit the Cougs website tomorrow. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Catherine Jones. Back to you at the desk.
WSU's Services and Activities Fee Committee voted to increase the fee from $540 to $559 to offset declining enrollment rates and rising inflation. According to the Daily Evergreen, 19 Pullman campus groups or organizations requested a total of nearly $13 million from S&A fee revenue. The committee approved nearly $10 million worth of allocations. Any group that requested an increase received a 4.4% cut.
A group of computer science, civil engineering, web development, and advertising students is launching an app that will benefit local businesses as well as Pullman residents, connecting local businesses through the use of an app. Jennifer Espin is one of those students creating this program.
It's important because there isn't much awareness of what the local businesses have been going through, and especially Pullman, being a small town.
Espin says that being able to help out local businesses is one of the group's biggest passions and why this project is important for all of them. It is Earth Week this week, and ASWSU has quite a few events lined up for you to celebrate.
And it's a special week for animal control. Stay tuned to find out more with Murrow News 8.
In celebration of Earth Week, ASWSU is holding a few events. According to the ASWSU Instagram account, at 6 p.m. tonight, there's a Kahoot trivia night in the Cubs Senior Ballroom. Environmental activist Bill Shireman will deliver a keynote speech at 6 p.m. tomorrow, again in the ballroom. Thursday will feature a plant giveaway from 12 to 3 p.m. outside the Cub, and Friday there will be a campus cleanup meeting outside the Cub at 3 p.m. Attendees will be entered into raffles with the possibility to win an Apple Watch, Hydro Flask, or sunglasses.
We are currently 3 days into Animal Care and Control Appreciation Week here in Pullman. According to a press release from the city of Pullman, Pullman police responded to roughly 770 animal-related service calls in 2021. Within the release, the city expressed gratitude to the code enforcement officers Jericho Dolan, Ari Pons, and Sam Sorum, in addition to their supervisor, Elizabeth Oge.
Well, 2 days straight of intense snow and below normal temps in the Palouse. Gillis, is there any more dramatic weather like the rest of this week?
Yes, Riley. So just how it's been dramatic weather the past couple days with snow and at times below freezing temperatures, given it's the month of April, very surprising. Yes, into today and the next few days, it's going to be below normal. It's going to be cold and snowy at times. But today, a high of 37 and looking at around a low of 25 later tonight. So if you're going out tonight, just make sure that you layer up and put on those nice warm snow boots and you'll be fine. But let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow, a high of 42 around there and a low of 26, so about the same as tonight. But then the wind chill, though, 15 miles per hour, or the wind speed, excuse me, so you're definitely going to have a thick jacket for that. But let's look at the rest of the state map right now. Here, let me step out of the way right here. So we got 42 degrees in Spokane, the Tri-Cities and Yakima in the 40s, scattered rain throughout the day and night. And then going over to the west side, it looks like Olympia and Seattle in the mid-40s as the high, and then the low 30s. As the overnight low, and then it looks like some rain and thunder over there. So definitely looks like some dramatic and diverse weather, not just in the Palouse, but throughout the rest of Washington State today. But let's go on to the 5-day forecast here. Let me step out of the way again. Of course, Wednesday, tomorrow, 42 degrees. Thursday, so rain and snow, so it'll be a high of 40, so during the day it's going to be raining, then when it gets colder, drops to below freezing temperatures, that's when it's going to turn into snow. And then Friday, partly cloudy, 42 degrees, and then Saturday, rain and snow again. And then Sunday, that's when we start to hit the coup de grace of this cold front that's been coming into the Palouse and Washington State overall. For the past week. 47 degrees is the high on Sunday. So yeah, definitely have to layer up this next week. Definitely feel bad. A couple weeks ago, I said to my friends that I was guaranteed to be in the mid-60s and never go back to this kind of weather. But of course, I was wrong. I was mistaken. But anyway, layer up. That's it for weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gillis. I am certainly ready for the weather to be a lot warmer than it is right now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
A WSU basketball player was invited to attend a national invitational.
And find out how WSU football is feeling in the midst of their spring practices.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Ah!
okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
I'm C-Mac with sports. Fifth-year senior Michael Flowers has earned an invite to play in the Portsmouth Invitational Tournament, set to start in Virginia from April 13th to 16th. Flowers will play as part of the Sales System Limited team as one of 64 standout seniors from across the nation. Flowers finished his college career at WSU, adding up to 152 games across 3 different universities in his career. Breaking news in Cougar football. Abogidi is declared for the NBA draft while still holding onto his college eligibility. The signing period for WSU spring football starts Wednesday. With spring training going on, WSU offensive line coach Clay McGuire has high hopes for our offensive line and for the team's spirit in general. Here's McGuire talking about the team.
We're working hard. They're really good kids, very willing, and like I said, doing everything we ask right now. Obviously, we've got a long ways to go to get to where we need to get to, but the kids are working for that every day.
McGuire also commented approval of Jake Dickert's coaching, saying his leadership is something that has helped the team to get turned into shape. Moving into national sports, the regular season has ended and the NBA playoffs are beginning after the play-in tournament. The Brooklyn Nets and Los Angeles Lakers were the teams favored to win it all, and at this time the Lakers are out. And the last teams left in the Eastern Conference are the Nets, Cleveland Cavaliers, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Charlotte Hornets. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, C-Mac. Have rising gas prices brought you down?
A national donut shop is finding a way to bring you and your wallet a little joy. Next on Murrow News 8.
It's okay to be scared.
Hmm?
You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
As gas prices remain above and near record highs in the U.S., Krispy Kreme has dropped the price of a box of donuts from around $10 to match the national average cost of gas, according to data from the AAA. You can get a dozen donuts for $4.11. The deal begins tomorrow and goes on for the next 4 Wednesdays. And, you know, are you excited for that?
The closest Krispy Kreme is in Spokane, so...
I'm not sure if I'd take that drive right now with this weather. Thanks for watching. If you miss anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/mn8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.